Now you should understand that the German government, they are very wise, and they like to organize their things like before, and before you could actually think of how to beat it, they are always looking for another way to counter whatever you might be thinking of. So that is why they actually made block count something that is necessary. So the question is, why exactly is this block account? Why is it necessary? That is what I'm going to be discussing with you today. I welcome you back to the channel, and yeah, let's just dive into it. So, as you already know that while you are doing your processing after you get your admission, there's a step like having your block account ready before you go for your visa appointment. Yeah, you should have your block account ready, which is like 10,300 and something right there in your account blocked, waiting for you to come into Germany and you can start making use of it. Yeah, it's waiting for you so you can start making use of it. So this is what this block account is actually made for. Another use of this block account is when you get into the country, you probably not get a work permit, and so you'll be living on this block account, like getting an amount of 800 and something that you take out every month, which you're going to pay your rent, you're going to pay your for your feedings, your insurance, maybe some of your semester contributions, and so you're going to be paying it from this particular money. And this money, as you know, is going to last you for 10 months, 11 months. Then after that, you will have to renew your residence permit again, which you might need to provide that same amount of money again. You need to have that same amount of money again in your account. Why? Because probably in your first year you didn't get a work permit, and so you already spent everything you have in this account, so you might need to fund it again, and yeah, for you to go through your second year. Luckily for you, if you get a work permit as you are in, maybe you come from masters, and as you are in, you already get a work permit. So by the time you're working, then you are actually filling this account up. So what you're taking from the account, you are replacing it back immediately because you are working. But if you're someone who is not working, so you are basically not filling this money back. You're just using and using and using, and at the end of 10 to 11 months, you find out that this money is actually finished. So this is the necessity. This is why this money is there. So they already talked about these things that, okay, in case you don't get a work permit, yeah, and you need to live, you need to survive, right? So we put this money is for you, and you take some amount every month, and yeah, because you can withdraw everything. If anybody's telling you when you get to Germany, you can withdraw all your money, like maybe when you want to fund, someone's telling you, okay, you don't have money, you can borrow, you can have some loan. When you get to Germany, you can withdraw this money back, then send it back home. No, that is a very big lie. You can't withdraw this money. You can only withdraw some amount of it every month. Yeah, you can only withdraw some amount, that is 800, and they already calculated if you withdraw almost 800 every month, then by the time you get to 11th or 10th month, then the money is finished, and that is the period where you will need to renew your resident permit again. So you get it. So that is why it's actually necessary. So what can you do to make sure you always have this money? What can you do to make sure this money is always available for you? First thing I would like to tell you is, when you get in case you don't get a work permit when you get in the first time, yeah, make sure you get your stuff done. If you are applying for school, if you are going to student college, for those in bachelors, make sure you finish your student college. Yeah, make sure you finish your student college in this 1 year, and make sure you get a school. By the time you are in the second year, you already finish your student college, you are getting a work permit immediately. If you are in for masters, then you really don't have a problem, because if you're just coming in for masters, you'll probably be getting a work permit as you're coming in. So you might basically not be living on this block account, but you have a problem, and that problem is, if you don't have any knowledge of German as you are coming in, then you might probably not get a work, because you need communication skills to communicate with people. So you need this communication skills. So what I will employ you now, if you're coming in from master, start learning the basics of this language, even if it's just to A1 or A2. Just start learning the basics of this language so you can communicate with people. When you get in, you might probably get in a work permit as you get in after your 3 months. So when you already have these things, you have the communication skills, so you can work. That means you can work in the restaurant, you can do some student jobs, you can work, or even some jobs offered right in your university. You can do that because you have these communication skills and you can communicate with people. So it will make this easy for you. So you basically not be spending your block. You might just be needing maybe 200 plus your work. Yeah, for what you're getting from your work, then you need maybe 200. So if you calculate at the end of the second year, they might not be requiring you to bring this block account again because you have a job which you are doing, and that job is basically taking care of what you are doing. But I must tell you, things are not that easy the way I'm actually saying it right now. Yeah, it might be different, even if you might come in from masters and you don't get a work permit immediately. It might be different. So, but basically, this is what this is the necessity. This is why this block account is put in place, just to sustain you in your first year. Yeah, that is why it is put in place. So that is what I just want to bring to you. For those of you that have been asking, like, what's the use of this block account? Is it that they're trying to take my money? It's actually not your money. It's your money from €1 to the 10,000 euros. Everything is yours, and you are going to spend it, and nobody's going to be touching it. It's just your money. So that is a necessity. This is why it is necessary. So if you have any more question about things you want me to talk about, maybe in the next video I'm going to be answering your questions. So you can just drop your questions in the comment section, or you also write me on my mail, or you contact me in any of the social media platform, on Twitter, on Facebook, or on Instagram. You can contact me on any of them. Then I'm going to be answering your question. So that is all. This is just a quick video. It's just a quick video just to open your eyes on the use of this block cards. And maybe I should quickly tell you how you can actually minimize the spending of this block account. So the first thing you might need to do is cut the amount you are paying on your house rent. Don't get a house where you are paying like 400, 300 in a month. No, get a house where you're going to be paying like maybe 200 or maybe 250, or so maximum maybe 300. Don't make it go higher than that. So you can look for a shared apartment. Just look for something that's going to basically look for student hostels. They are not really expensive. So look for something that are really, really, really cheap. In case you are in you're going to be studying Akere, there's this particular famous old student hostel in Akere. Like you even have something like 150 that you be paying in a month. Yeah, you have something like 150. So if you can get something like this very, very cheap, yeah, might really be saving you a lot. Don't go for the biggest insurance right now. The public insurance are really, really expensive. Go for the private insurance. They are much more cheaper, though they might not be offering so many services, but trust me, yeah, what you need is just your health insurance and nothing more. You might not even be using the edge. Like maybe in a year or so, you might not even visit the hospital. Yeah, I'm a testimony of that. Like paying the insurance, I never visited the hospital. So get the cheaper ones. Get the cheaper ones. If that by the time you calculate your cost at the end of the month, you are not spending more than 400. So you are withdrawing 800 and you're only spending 400. That means you have 400 left. So yeah, you are really cutting your cost. Try to cut your cost as soon as possible as you can. Do that, and it's going to be of great benefit for you. It's really going to help you. Yeah. So yeah. So those are the ways in which you can cut your cost. Quick one again. I noticed that okay, they are probably giving appointment to students that are applying at the Nigerian embassy right now. So quick one, you can actually start getting your documents in and start filling in your stuff. Schools right now, admissions right now are a little bit kind of tricky, but there are still some of them still open for July. So you can still look at those ones that are open for July if you can apply for them. They are also winter semester, but they still have their deadline say July ending, so you can look up to that. Or else, like I used to say, don't rush for your admission. Start looking towards next year. Look at those programs that are available for you. analyze them very well. If these are good for you, if it's masters, if it's BSc, look at them very well, and yeah, then you start processing them against next year. With that, you have enough time to cover up everything you need to do. You have enough time to get a transcript, you have enough time to get a certificate, you have enough time to get the money for your blog account, you have enough time to choose particular university in which you want. Don't forget, in Baden-Württemberg, you're going to be paying tuition fee. In other states, you might not be paying that. So use this the time to like to get all these things done. So don't look for the nearest one, look for the one that is going to give you time to analyze and get your things ready. So yeah, this is what I'm bringing to you today. As you know, I remain my humble self, Akere Buluwa, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video, and it's going to be an interesting one. For now, stay safe and catch you in the next one. Peace.